Hello, I'm Alex Mansfield, the host of Manny Talks Shooting, and welcome to another episode. This is the shooting podcast where I talk to individuals all across the shooting industry. We'll talk competition, self-defense, concealed carry. If you like this content, check out our YouTube channel, Manny Talks Shooting. And without further ado, let's get to this episode.
Manny Talks Shooting is proudly presented to you by D2 Custom Guns. Did you know that Phil the Groundhog isn't the only thing Puxatawny, Pennsylvania is famous for? That's right, D2 Custom Guns, the home of Dan Heizenreiter and one of the best, fabulous 2011 builders in the country. So make sure you guys go check him out, D2 Custom, anywhere you can see him on the social media, Facebook, Instagram, go check him out. If you see myself, Patches Reader, anyone with the D2 Custom Guns, make sure you go check him out, and you will thank me later. Now, let's get on to the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another installment, a solo installment of Manny Talks Shooting. These are becoming more and more common, and I'm not really enjoying to do these, but I'm doing these because I'm consistent, and I'm going to give you a product that I, one, like and enjoy, but also, I'm consistent. I will make an episode. This episode is actually okay. This one's not bad. I'm going to be talking about my weekend a little bit as we're recording this at 9:22 p.m. because I forgot that I completely didn't have an episode for this Monday. But hey, 9:22 on 9/8. We're going to talk about my weekend. My weekend was pretty good. Everyone, I've hit a new decade. I'm finally 30. I turned 30 on 9/7. So on Saturday, we're going to talk about kind of my big day, my big 3-0, the match I shot, and kind of just stuff that went on this weekend in my weekend in shooting a little bit. So we'll dive into it. But first, we got to thank the title sponsor, D2 Custom Guns. Dan's awesome. I've been talking with him constantly about things we've been with the gun, me learning about the gun, and it's just been fun and exciting. So I'm always talking to Dan, my buddy. So always loving enjoying chit chat with him. But if you guys are interested, go check out d2customguns.com. Check out this new website that they had made, and you'll enjoy it. So, anywho, we're going to share the fun facts of what happened on Saturday. So 9/7. I woke up. It was my birthday. I had plenty of birthday texts already from people, and I was ready. I was going to go shoot a local match. So I was going to go shoot the John A. Halter monthly match in Hillsdale, Michigan, at the John A. Halter range, which is owned by Hillsdale College. Cool fun fact is the team was getting trained up this weekend by Mr. Robbie Latham, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, GTO, or the great one. TGO, the great one. Not the short one like Tim Herron, but anyway, I saw Robbie waddling around coaching and teaching those college kids for Hillsdale, so that was kind of cool. Didn't get a chance really to talk to him since he had a squad of like 13 of them who needed to get through the match, so they were the last squad done. It was a small match. There's like 40. How many? 43 people actually were in the match and shot. So nothing wrong with that. Just a lot of people there shooting, which was awesome, and it was nice to see all these kids and shooting the match and having a good time. So we'll run through the results really quick. So obviously, high overall was myself. I was high overall and high open because although high overall really doesn't exist, it's the only thing that really matters at a local, not the fact that you beat X amount of people in your division. If it's carry optics, maybe, but or limited optics, but open. But carry optics had 13 shooters, limited had 4, limited optics had 7, open had 6, PCC had 3, production had 4, revolver had 2, and single stack had 3. So happy for me. I won overall with shooting the match in 87.16. So shot the match in a decent time. 85 alphas, 40 charlies, and 1 delta. Damn delta. So anywho, points were good. 93% of the available points. So in my division, I won 2 stages, was second on 3 stages I was second, and third on 1 stage. So the stages, one of the stages I was second on, they were all above 97% on the stages. So it's not like I lost a lot of ground to the stage winner. So that was okay. So I was 100% on one stage. Stage 2, I was 97.92. Stage 3, 92.40. Stage 4, 98.08. 100% on stage 5, and stage 6 was 97.6. So throughout that whole match, I was very consistent, stayed at the top where I needed to be. It had no dumpsters, so I had no bad stages. It was kind of one of those things of like, you don't necessarily need to win all the stages, but you can't necessarily lose the stages with bad performances. So it was definitely this is where I'm at. I didn't have no highs. I didn't have no lows. The stages all felt good to me, so I was happy with that. So when you look at the overall of the match, I did have an overall stage win on stage 1, and then 4 fourth place overall finishes and 1 third place overall finish. So, but I was happy. I was happy that I won the match. Of course, because it was my birthday, so it's my own birthday. It was a birthday present to myself in performance. I can't complain about that at all. I was very happy. During the shooters meeting, I told a couple of my friends before the match. We were walking stages and just chit-chatting. So when somebody was smart enough to go tell the match director, so then everybody sang to me at the shooters meeting, like all 40 of them sang to me, which was cool. Because a lot of those people knew me but didn't know me. So it was kind of cool. I was going to actually the wife had got me a crown at some sale she was at. Like, it was a nice, like, real crown. I was going to wear it, but I forgot it at home along with a few things, but I was okay. So, yeah, so I didn't wear it, but it was a good time. Thanks to everybody who sang to me for my birthday. But here's the cool thing, right, of the match. So I started on stage 4. Stage 4, I ended up finishing the match at 98.08%. I would have been about 2 seconds faster. I was about 1684. I looked at the times. It took me a minute because on the first shot, I had my only malfunction of the match. It was on the first round of the match, first stage. I had a high primer that I didn't catch in my ammo QC. Only one. So I had to rack the gun and then move on. But I kept my cool with the stage. It was a stage that was like it was like one of the higher point stages. It was like 27 rounds in the stage. And with it being 27 rounds, I've got a couple makeups, so my mags can hold 29 right now plus 1, so there's 30 rounds in the gun at once. So makeup shots and losing any rounds due to malfunctions, mandatorily have to do a reload. I didn't have, so on this stage started, there was on the side, you could start anywhere inside the shooting area, so I started on the highest risk targets. There was a slasher hardcover, 2 no shoots that were you saw a little bit of the A zone, but not a lot of the chest A zone. So I decided to take all that kind of static, draw on the hardcover target, then move to the no shoots, leave this position, go around a wall, shoot a chest up hardcover target, while being able to see 2 mini poppers and 1 big steel. And shimmy over to this little, like I take another 2 steps, see 2 more steel and a hardcover chest target before leaving. And then coming in on a double stack with a no shoot, moving up to another target. And then you get to this array of 3 targets that you've got to shoot far to near. Just because and they weren't that extremely far away either, but you had to shoot them. So then the last target exposed itself. And I kind of I saw about half the target. So still was able to get alphas on it, but ended the stage with 18 alpha, 9 Charlie, so a little bit low on the points percentage shot, but I only dropped 9 points on the stage. On the stage, so that was kind of good. Then we moved to the classifier stage, which my whole point of shooting the classifier stage was not as shooting it as a classifier, but it was about shooting it as a stage. So it was lefty loosey, and I've never been super strong with weak hand shooting, about having the dot in the target, but I definitely made sure that excuse me, I definitely made sure that I just kind of pressed the trigger and moved on. So on lefty loosey, I decided to step to the left and shoot the far target. The no shoot started backing up on the close open paper, turning my head and running to the right corner of the stage and getting my gun and my eyes up ready and aiming through the wall to shoot far, no shoot, open paper in the right array. And then as I'm running across, transfer to weak hand and shoot, no shoot, then open paper on the way in. And I saw a dot. A lot of this channeled, I was target focused, but I also channeled a little bit of my buddy Patch's reader. Shoot your dot, right? Shoot your dot. So many people will not shoot a dot. And what I mean is not being dot focused, but you've got to call your sights. You got to see sights and vision here. So, and how he puts it is just shoot your dot. And it's one of the biggest things he said to me. And it clicks, and a lot of people just ignore the dot, right, or the sights. So I just kind of focused on that, and I shot it, ended up shooting a 72.2%. If anyone actually cares on my classifier rankings, totally right now I'm a 71.7676 percentage in my classifications. So here's the thing. I'm losing a 73.7243 on, it was like an old deja vu when I shot my carry optics Glock in minor in a classifier match. So I'm losing that one. So I'm going to drop a couple percent, but I'm not too worried because I treat every classifier as a stage. And so I shot 72% on a weak hand stage, which had some movement. So I was able to play to my strengths. I shot the stage 11 Alpha 7 Charlie, with a 6.2689 hit factor at the time of 1324. So I was kind of happy with that. So good on that one. Moving into a stage 6, it was an 11 round field course where it's L-shaped, and on the start position, it was like your heels were in the corner of the start box or the shooting area. You see this very tight no shoot head box target. You see right in front of you, which I ended up taking statically, running over and shooting an identical target, and then you had to shoot about a 20-yard mini popper that activated a like an open swinger that you ran down to shoot. And when you came into the position to the right, behind a barrel was a open paper, and then there was a chest up target in the middle of the bay that I went open paper to the tuck, to the chest up, and then to the swinger. 7 Alpha 4 Charlie dropping 4 points on the stage at a 97.60% on the stage. Nothing really to write home about that. I thought it could have been better if it was a 3 per stage or something, or maybe if the head box, the target standing right in front of you, if that target was a little more forgiving, I probably would have shot it on the move. And I think what I've ended up doing would have been run all the way to the left, shoot the mini popper, get confirmation on that, back out on the open, on the head box target to the far left, and then come shooting on the move on that open modified no shoot, and then running up and shooting the open paper, probably the swinger, and then the hard cover. And it'd be really cool if it was a 3 per stage. That'd be something cool, fun too. So, and I said this, but moving on to stage 1, the one stage I had high overall finish on, shooting that stage in 1586 in a 7.2509 hit factor, dropping only 5 points on the whole stage by shooting 19 Alphas, 5 Charlies. Dropped a whole 5 points. Not bad. So on this stage, it would start anywhere completely outside. So I opted. Some people started in the front. I ended up starting in the back right. I saw 3 open paper in that position. So it was open paper, mini popper, open paper, left. Entered in on a mini popper and then a double stack no shoot. And then another open paper with the no shoot on it and a gap opening. And then you had to come to a port, and I kind of drove by it and shot that on the move, as it was the only thing I had to shoot in that array, in that opening. And then I came around, had to shoot an open paper, transition to a no shoot target, no shoot partial, then another steel about 15 yards away, and then a slasher hidden behind a barrel. Missed the mini popper at first, so still transitioned over to the slasher and then came back to the mini and finished it. So 1586 on that stage. So stage 1, clear this out. We'll put the overall. So I beat second place by a good 8.4%. And they shot the stage slower than I did. So yeah, at 16-11, 15 Alpha, 7 Charlies, 2 Deltas. So the best guy on my stage, my squad alone, they shot it in 18 something, 1862 with 14 and 10. And then there was another guy right at his heels, 1879, shooting 18 and 6, but he shot the opposite. He started in the front and then transferred all the way to the backside. So then there was B there or B square. When you started on this one, it would start kind of anywhere inside. There was 2 targets on the right that I took from the beginning, but I kind of took it where you weren't absolutely in the corner. So I started about a yard in from the corner, seeing enough available A zone of both targets. Was transitioning running over to the left, shooting an open paper, transition straight in front of me to a chest up hardcover, 2 mini poppers, and an open paper to the left, as I'm kind of shooting on the move out, and then transit wide, like 90-degree transitioned to an open paper behind a wall, and then land to the last position and shoot 1, 2, 3, 4 more targets. Kind of simple, kind of smooth. Shot the stage in 1440, a little slow because I had to stop on those 2 steel and get some makeup shots taken care of. Unfortunately, that would have been really good if I was just kept able to shoot it on the move. Shot 16 and 6, so dropped 6 points on the whole stage. But yeah, so not a bad. And the last stage of my match, I came in third on this one, 14-9 and 1 delta, the only delta of the match. Shot it in 14:59. The stage I could have shot a little bit faster, leaving the 1.5 position. I kind of walked instead of gave more effort into the movement, so I kind of just walked. So, but you kind of shot these 2 targets off to the left. I took a hazard, maybe a yard shuffle, shot this 1 target, bladed, went to the front, right in front of me, a chest up hardcover target. Shot 1, 2 open paper, far open paper, a no shoot target, and then transitioned to the array a little bit to the right of me, open paper, and then I started backing out on the farthest open paper in that array because it gave me more available to actually back out on that target and be able to get to the next array because I was stuck around a wall. So you had to go up and dive into this position. I didn't dive into it fully because I only dove as far as I needed to, started backing out, and then I got around the wall and then shot open paper, hardcover. No shoot. It was a open paper hardcover slasher than a no shoot. So overall, not bad. Shot the stage in 14:49. Was happy with the performance, so I can't really complain. So no mics, only 1 delta for the match, so I was excited about that. So that was my match. It was a good actual birthday. So after that, we went out to lunch. We chit-chatted with a bunch of our friends. Then I went out to birthday dinner with my wife, my mother-in-law, and a couple of my sister and my brother-in-law, and my wife's brother and his girlfriend, and I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. So anywho, went out to dinner, had a good time. It was a good weekend. I can't complain. They put on a really good match here at Hillsdale. It's a first-year club. They're going to do better even next year moving forward. So I'm really excited about what they're going to do. And I like shooting this match because it's pretty close to me, so I like going and shooting it. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Then, so today, 9/8, I went and finally got my receivers that I won at Area 5 from Da Vinci, as them being a sponsor. So I won a receiver from them, and it was really cool because now I had a Coda handguard, I had a Coda comp, I had my grip, my buttstock. So all I really needed, I got the receivers and the BCG, the bulk carrier group came. So all I need now is like my trigger group, which I already know what I'm going to get because Annette won a JP cert. So we just need to go get the JP drop-in trigger out of that, which comes with an ambi safety and anti-walk pins, which is good. So we'll put that on the Da Vinci, get the buffer stuff. 2 guys who've been really helping me out. Mark Schulte from Bigfoot Brass and Jason Clark from Team Da Vinci have been a really big help in me kind of setting up this PCC how I want it, with things that I want in it, and pretty much being I wouldn't say a poor man's Da Vinci, because it's the heart of it. The receivers and the bolt carrier group are all Da Vinci, but it's gonna be nice. So it's got it's kind of like a Corey shield gun, except the buffer system is gonna be different, and it doesn't have a Da Vinci barrel or comp. So it's got the Coda comp, Coda handguard like Corey Shields does. I don't know if he's got a Coda comp, but I know at least has a Coda handguard. And those are freaking light. Those are sweet. So it's got a Radian Raptor handle on it. I don't know really why I need a fancy charging handle on it, because I've got the side charger, because that's the cool thing about Da Vinci. It's a side charger. And this is the one thing I got to remember is don't smack your arm with the side charger, because that's going to suck so bad. And it'd probably jack up the gun shooting too. So I just got to get myself a rifle length buffer tube, a spring, and the buffer system from Kinshot or Kinshot, KYN shot. Put that in the gun. Get my my JP trigger kit group in, ambi safety. It comes with the roll pins, anti-roll pins, and then put an optic on it and play ball. So I'm excited. Got some PCC ammo coming from John at Outdoor Dynamics to test in it, so it'll be really cool. It's going to be my dabble gun. I'm going to play with it every once in a while if I don't really feel like taking the open gun, or I'm just like, oh, I'm going to have fun today and not wear a belt. I'm just going to shoot a PCC and have fun. So, I do have to go get more mags. This is the problem. I had a bunch of Magpul mags, and for some reason the Magpul mags will not work in the Da Vinci lower. For some reason the mag catch just doesn't like them. So, got to go get a couple. Might go get some like 2 MBX decent sized sticks, like that are like 40, 50 rounds in them, and we call it a day. So do that. I'll probably talk to Jason Clark and see what he thinks. If I should go metal mags or just go OEM mags with extensions, I don't know. It's going to be a dabble gun, so obviously you'll need a couple of OEM Glock mags for like class fires that you got to reload and stuff in. So. But I'm excited about that. The wife and I are excited because she'll be able to shoot that too and have a good time with it. So, yeah. So if you guys are out, go check out the Hillsdale Club. It's pretty cool. They're actually hosting a collegiate match here at the end of the month. That's an invitational for college kids that have shooting programs, and they're going to shoot a match against each other. So it's going to be kind of cool. We'll talk more about it. I'll hopefully have McLean driver on the show at some point. He was on my squad. He asked me to work the match, but I might have family obligations, so I don't know quite yet. So, yeah, all's well that ends well. But hey, it'll be a good time. It's a good time shooting and having fun with everybody. So, I gotta get this edited, get this up, because it's almost my bedtime anyway. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Until next time, guys, get out and do the things. I'll see you on the next one. Check out D2 Custom Guns, Hunters HD Gold, Outdoor Dynamics, Range Panda, 2 Alpha Apparel, Laugh and Load, Make Stuff Better, and Southern Bobby Q. I appreciate all that my partner support, and they're always good to me. So get out and do the things. Get out. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great one, guys.